wanted to go live real quick because in the last week I've gotten one particular question in different ways, which is how do I train upper chest? I mean, I'm 44 years old, 5'10", 185 pounds right now, but I used to be so skinny and narrow. And of course, I had no upper chest. I had no delts. I was very thin. And one of the areas that people overlook is the front delt tissue, which is this whole area here. Everybody does their side, their presses, their lateral raises, even front raises, but you're not really going to push that front delt tissue to expansion. And if you notice, the front delt tissue bleeds into the upper pec. And so even just sitting here without flexing anything, my upper shelf, right, my upper shelf just bleeds right into my front delt. And so it gives you a more substantial look, especially on stage when you're hitting a lot of your poses. And even a lot of competitive bodybuilders have a neglected shelf. So everybody's spending more time on the upper pec now, but they're still neglecting that front delt to connect it into the upper pec. One of the ways to do that is to cross the body on an actual shoulder press exercise. And if you notice, as soon as I cross that body, I barely have any weight on here. Not doing a lot of weight. And if you remember, I can't anyway from my spinal fusion. So this is what I can do, but I can still keep all of this engaged. I cross the body. I'm not doing heavy weight. I'm isolating that upper delt or that front delt right there. Now watch the tissue expand. See that? And I go all the way up and down, and I'm keeping tension on this. I'm keeping tension on this whole area. Now that's exercise one. I do that light. That's how I warm them up. Then I go heavier, obviously, when I'm closer to the handle this way. And if you notice, here, look at how it expands all that tissue. Okay, even into the upper pec. Okay, and here I can go a little heavier. And I'm gonna go the other side, do the same thing here, but notice how that front delt gets engaged right away. Okay, so don't neglect your front delt. Don't just do front lateral raises. You got to do something that crosses the body that really engages all that tissue with a little bit more weight. Okay, so you got that front delt, and that'll bleed into that upper pec. And a lot of people ask me what to do to build that shelf, because again, one thing I always wanted was a nice big upper shelf and wide shoulders. We'll get into that next time, but I figured it'd be a little easier for me to just do it live, and people can come to it when they want to. But this is more of the bodybuilding part of things that we do. All right, guys, be well, okay? Love y'all.